It's official, the purge of USAID is now complete, and the effects will be felt around the world. This is the Nicole Osei report. Secretary of State Marco Rubio stated on X today that the 6-week purge of the U.S. Agency of International Development is now complete. More than 80% of the agency's programs are now gone, and the remainder of programs will be moved under the control of the State Department. He also thanked DOGE staffers for helping usher in what he called historic reform. But let me tell you what some of the USAID programs were and what they were funding. We're talking about global health, disaster relief, socioeconomic development, environmental protection, democratic governance, and education. And to put things into a financial perspective, according to the Pew Research Center, in 2023, the U.S. spent about $71.9 billion in foreign aid, which amounted to about 1.2% of that year's total federal outlays, which were more than $6.1 trillion. Now, this push to purge this agency started back in January when President Donald Trump issued an executive order freezing all foreign aid. And in specific to USAID, he said, quote, the programs were wasteful and promoted a liberal agenda. Now, some Democratic lawmakers and others say that the shutdown of congressionally funded programs is illegal, adding that the move requires congressional approval. Now, some of these programs are life-saving, like feeding starving children or providing clean drinking water to Sudanese refugees. These programs are now either cut or in limbo. And there are a lot of lawsuits making their way through the courts right now in relation to this issue. According to some of the lawsuits, the contractors say they were stiffed. Some say their contractors and their families are still overseas awaiting back payments and even travel expenses to get back home. But there's another aspect to this issue that's important, and that deals with U.S. influence. Now, the United States is the largest contributor to foreign aid. The United Nations puts it at around 40%. But that also means that the U.S. influence is vast and it could continue to grow. Now, critics are warning that as the U.S. retreats from that role, our adversaries like Russia and China could possibly step in, thus expanding their global influence. But I want to know, what are your thoughts on USAID in general? What do you think about the cuts? And how do you think this would impact the U.S. on the world stage? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this kind of content, news, politics, and current trends, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.